We immediately head upstairs and find a crack in the window where the noise came from. With the home's owner not wanting to discuss anything about the house, we can't tell if possibly this crack was the cause of the very loud noise we heard, leaving this unexplained.
Have you ever been in this house? Since you and I both witnessed that crack on the glass?
Now, back to the streaming. Now, once we get the event set up, we're now going to need to set up our stream. In order to do that, under or above the events link here, you're going to see a link that says stream now. You're going to see something that looks like this. Now, under this here, this is
To help us understand what potential risks we are dealing with in the Exorcist house and our own attachments from previous investigations, we meet one of the world's most educated demonologists, Dr. William Bradshaw.
Zach Bagans. They're doing next. Dr. Bradshaw, have you witnessed exorcisms?
Yes.
How bad do they get?
Hey, they get pretty bad. They can get really bad.
How does a demon just decide?
where all the magic happens. This is where you have to set up your stream so that it works later when your event goes live. Now, let's start from the beginning. The first thing I'm going to tell you is this. You can move any of these boxes around. So if you want chat to be under your video when you're live streaming, you can just click and hold and move it there. So just click on this little square in the upper right-hand corner here, the little gray square, and then just move it over. So I can move any of these. I can move the live stream over here. Then I can actually move the chat up here. And again, you're going to have to kind of play around with it and get the UI the way you want. Now, let's go ahead and put this guy back over here where he was, and then put the video back up here. Now, if we go down to the bottom, we're going to see some pretty important stuff. Now, right here where it says live streaming checklist, it basically tells you what you have to do. Okay, so set up your encoding software. Okay, so your encoding software is going to be like OBS or what other software that you may use to live stream to Twitch or wherever you may be live streaming. So if you're using OBS or XSplit or whatever you may be using, you need to set that up. Now, if I go and open up my OBS here, you can see me here. You got my audio recorder there, so don't worry about any of that. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Here's my OBS. I got it set up. Now, you need to know where to find your information. So if we go to settings here and then go to stream in OBS, I can set the service to YouTube, and then it'll come up with my stream key right here. I also have a video on how to find your stream key if you don't already know how to do that. But in OBS, now this is the Mac version, and the Windows version is the same basically thing. You just click on stream, and then you select your service, whether it be Hitbox, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, and then select the server, and then get your stream key. Now, once you get your stream key, copy and paste that, and then go back over to YouTube. The server URL will already be provided for you, and then all you have to do is go ahead and paste the stream key under the encoder setup down below. So once you've done that, your encoder is set up. Now, obviously, you got to go into OBS or XSplit and set up your scene like I have here with your webcam, your desktop, and whatever your audio may be. You got to do all of that in your streaming software and make sure that's ready to go. So once you've set up your encoding software, you then want to move on to adding the information for your stream. So as you see here, earlier, or a couple days ago, I streamed some Hearthstone, and I titled it, Heroes of the Storm. It was Hearthstone, but it didn't change to Heroes of the Storm. I put playing Heroes of the Storm, come play and hang out with the guru, okay? So I just titled my stream.
If something does happen to us in the Exorcist house, we want to document this entity's presence with the most sophisticated scientific equipment we can get our hands on. So we call electrical engineer and inventor Bill Chappell to show us what he's developed to help us out.
The whole idea here, Zach, is we're trying to get conversions so that we not only have visual evidence, audio evidence. We have temperature, barometric pressure, we have EMF and ionization, all captured simultaneously. So now it's not just a picture that might be, a suspect piece
So
of
you can
evidence.
take the environmental elements and see if those environmental elements have fluctuated when something manifests. We want to have you join us on this investigation. We would like to invite you to the original home where this famous exorcism took place.
Yes.
Guys, and welcome back to another Tech Guru video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step tutorial on how to live stream from YouTube. So we all know about Twitch. They're the big hitter in online streaming, whether it be gaming or music or whatever they're doing now. We all know about Twitch, but YouTube is also getting in the game. As you can see now, it's in beta up here in the upper right-hand corner. But it was announced earlier this summer, right before summer started, that YouTube is going to try and become a larger player in this space. So they're trying to improve their streaming app in the way they allow you to stream via YouTube. If we go to this right here, it says events right here under our Creator Studio. Now, if you do not know where Creator Studio is, you go up here, click on your icon in the upper right-hand corner, and then go to Creator Studio right there under your username. Once we do that, we'll see something here where it says under events, it'll say schedule a new event. If we click on that, we're going to be able to schedule a live.
So that probably went through what we call a place memory, psychic imprint on the location itself. You could experience echoes of those events in the present day.
This was a very important piece of information we needed before our lockdown.
Okay. God bless each one of you, and I have you in my prayers this evening.
What we're trying to welcome back into this home, we need to be very careful. There's only one way we know how to investigate, and that's to call whatever they think is here face to face. The exorcist house. With the lockdown again.
Okay, our investigation is now beginning at the exorcist house. We are set up in a tent in the backyard. We have 4 night vision cameras rolling right now inside the house. We have one going up the staircase here leading up to the bedroom where the exorcism took place.
Live stream event. So we can schedule it for now, right here. We can set the date, we can set the time, we can then title it right here. So you put the title of the stream right here. And then what'll happen is when I go live now, or if I set it for later, whatever it is, I will create an event. Now when I create it,
No. Nothing wrong.
If there's something here, I don't know what you are, a spirit, if you're clinging on to the energy from the exorcism, if there's anything here at all and you understand anything I'm saying, can you manifest yourself? After reviewing this EVP burst session, we capture no unexplained voices or activity. For the next 2 hours, we investigate the entire house and begin to feel let down by the lack of activity. That's when we return to Nerve Center to try a new strategy. Earlier, Greg, the incredible investigator who claims he was attacked in the bedroom, gave us an old 1940s era Ouija board at our request to use as a last resort in eliciting activity. It is said the boy who became possessed was also using an Ouija board with his grandmother, and that invited his demonic possession.
You guys are really gonna play it? Man, I know it's great though, but it never that's serious, dude. I mean, do what you want to do. I'm just saying. If you think logically about this though, with the Ouija board, it's the same thing we're doing with the digital recorder, the spare box.
The thing is this one's different. This is actual. You get that spirit that comes through there.
an event, it'll show up to my subscribers, it'll be sent out to their feed, and it'll let them know, okay, at this time, I'm going to be streaming this game, or I'm going to be streaming this event.
10 minutes after we left the house, goes completely dead with no rational explanation.
You can put yourself in bad danger for this. We're about to go in, see if we can tap into the other side. Who knows? That demon possessed the kid is still lingering. Going on good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
With Aaron's warning of danger still lingering in our minds,
Put
Nothing.
yourself in bad danger from this.
Nick and I re-enter the
Yeah.
Exorcist house.
Why screaming? About 10 minutes.
We find out that the thermal camera did have a sudden drain of battery
No,
power.
I'll be
So
in
we
10 minutes. Stop
replaced
it.
the battery that entered the room.
Sure you want to do this?
Oh no.
Trying to
I'm gonna
invite
get it.
interaction.
What? I'll be fine. I'm so freaking tired. I can't keep my eyes open. I'm ready to sleep. Turn that off.